Welcome, students. This is another opportunity to learn. My name is Akomolafe DOB. I say, put on your seatbelt and let's have a jolly good ride together. In this lesson, we will learn the topic Petty Cash Book. Petty Cash Book. Before we proceed, let's look at our objectives. So, at the end of this video, you should be able to describe the Impress system, define Petty Cash Book, state the procedures of Petty Cash Book, and you should be able to prepare Petty Cash Book. So put these objectives in mind. So as we go on in this lesson, you should be able to achieve them all if you pay good attention. Okay, let's roll. Previously, in the last lesson, we learned the preparation of 2-column cash book. The preparation of 2-column cash book. And we discussed the fact that a 2-column cash book is a 2-in-1 account. So it is 2 accounts in one book. So meaning you have your cash account and bank account combined into one. That is your 2-column cash book. Okay, so let's look at the Impress system. Now, the Impress system is a system for recording small expenses which are paid out during the period. Now, a business sometimes incur some small expenses. Of course, small here means what? Petty. Petty. So a business sometimes incurs some petty expenses. So the business will have to set aside money for these petty expenses. Okay, so the system of operating this, of paying out these petty expenses, of these small expenses, is known as your Impress system. Okay, so the system for recording small transactions which are incurred, which are paid out during the period, is known as what? Impress system. So in this system, you have a petty cashier. You have a petty cashier. So the petty cashier is responsible for paying out these petty expenses. So at the beginning of the period, the petty cashier is given an amount. And the amount given to the petty cashier is known as the cash float. Okay, now this amount is usually fixed. It is specific. Okay, what does this mean? The amount does not increase or reduce except there is a decision to do that. Okay, so if the business has decided to give the petty cashier 5,000 naira as a float, so the maximum amount that can be with the petty cashier is 5,000 naira. Okay, so at every point in time, the petty cashier cannot have more than 5,000 naira. Okay, so that amount that has been given to the petty cashier is known as what? Float. It's known as the float. Okay, now all small expenses, all petty expenses are paid out of this float. Okay, so what are the examples of petty expenses we are talking about? We talk about your expenses on maybe your telephone. Okay, you need to buy recharge cards. You need to maybe pay for some maybe entertainment. You need to pay for refreshments. Okay, you want to maybe pay for some stationaries. You want to buy stationaries. You want to buy envelopes. Okay, these are petty expenses. You need to buy petrol for your vehicles. These are petty expenses. Okay, they are not big enough for you to have them in the main cash book. So the essence of having a petty cash book, or the essence of operating an Impress system, is so that you don't have small amounts in your your main cash book. Okay, so you have to separate, have a separate system for keeping these small expenses. Okay, so before payments are made out of the petty cash book, before the petty cashier pays out any amount, there must be a voucher. So the voucher will be authorized by anybody who has the power to authorize the payment. Okay, so once anybody in the business organization presents this voucher to the petty cashier and the voucher has been authorized, so the petty cashier will pay out the money on that voucher to the person presenting it. Okay, so at regular intervals, the petty cashier will be reimbursed the amount that he has spent during the period. I gave you an example the other time. Let's say the petty cashier was given 5,000 naira at the beginning of the week. Okay, so by the end of the week, the petty cashier has paid out 4,500 naira out of the float given to him at the beginning of the month. So he has paid out 4,500. So the petty cashier will now have to go to the main cashier or the accountant and get what? Reimbursement. Reimbursement means he will be paid the amount that he has spent. He will be paid back the amount that he has paid out. So in this particular instance, how much has he paid out? He has paid out what? 4,500. So the petty cashier will be paid back, will be reimbursed 4,500 naira. Now the question now is this: how much will the petty cashier have with him after he has gotten reimbursement? The answer is what? 5,000 naira. Before going for reimbursement, he was having 500 naira with him. Now after reimbursement, 4,500 plus 500 naira is what? 5,000 naira. So he can never have more than that 5,000 naira at any material time. Okay? So this takes us to the petty cash book. So the petty cashier operates the petty cash book. So the petty cash book is used to record small expenses. It is used to record petty expenses. So when we talk about petty expenses, we talk about minor expenses. Okay, of course, you need to buy recharge card 200 naira. You need to pay for transportation 500 naira. Okay, you don't want to belabor your main cash book and your main cashier with all these small expenses. Okay, so you have to record it in a petty cash book. Now, what are the procedures for your petty cash book? So the first thing that happens with a petty cash book, the procedure is what? There is a receipt of money from the main cashier. So the main cashier gives the petty cashier a specific amount of money, and that money is called what? Float. Their money is called float. Now the petty cashier will rule the petty cash book. Okay, he will rule the petty cash book. How does he rule the petty cash book? Yes, you have the debit side and the credit side. So on the debit side, you have receipts. Now, the only money that the petty cashier can receive is what? Float. Okay, so anytime the petty cashier goes to the main cashier to collect money, he puts it on the debit side. That is under the receipts column. Then on the credit side, you have the payment analysis, the columns for payments. Okay, now usually the credit side is usually larger than the debit side because you have analysis for all the payments that has been made during the period. Okay, so the next thing is to make payments out of the float. So the petty cashier makes payments for expenses, the totals, then you total the columns. At the end of the period, you total the columns. Okay, you total the columns. After you total the columns, you know the amount you have spent. The petty cashier knows the amount he has spent, so he goes for reimbursement. He goes to the petty cashier to be paid back what he has spent. Okay, so that is how your petty cash book looks like. Now, shall we solve an illustration? Now, okay, now look at these questions. I need you to pay attention to it. So these transactions occurred in the month of March. It occurred in the month of March, so you may have to pause the video so that you can copy the notes. So Obama operates petty cash book on an Impress system with a cash float of 2,000 naira. So Obama operates cash book, a petty cash book, and the petty cashier is usually given a cash float of what? 2,000 naira. So this transaction took place in the month of March. Now look at these transactions carefully. You will discover that there are what? Petty items. Stationery, 200 naira. Postage, petrol, ledger account. Now anytime you see ledger account, you can see the name of a person there, Bola, ledger account. The meaning is sometimes you can pay money out of the petty cash book to a creditor. Okay, so in this particular instance, money was paid out of the petty cash book to Bola, who is a creditor to the business. So that is what happens with ledger account. Okay, now these are the transactions. You are required to enter these transactions into the petty cash book under the following headings. Now these headings are what you will have under the analysis column on the credit side of the petty cash book. So usually you will be given the headings. Okay, so these are the headings: stationery and postage, traveling, office cleaning, and ledger. So in ruling our petty cash book, we must consider these headings. Now, shall we solve? Now, the first thing, the name of the account, petty cash book. So you have your debit and your credit sides. Okay, now look at this table very carefully. Okay, look, I'm going to put my headings under each column. Now, look at it. I have receipts, folio, dates, details, total. Now, after the details, you have your totals. So from there on, you have the credit side. So on that side, you have the payment analysis. So, of course, the question told you to have column for stationery and postage, for cleaning, for traveling, and for ledger. Okay, so on the debit side, you have your receipts, your folio. Okay, now dates. So the date is the time the transactions occur. Okay, so let's look at the first item. Okay, you can make a reference to the questions that you have copied. So the first item is something that happened on 1st of March. What was that? Now the petty cashier collected a sum of money. How much? 2,000 naira. Now that 2,000 naira is your float. So under the details column, you have your cash. That is what happened. He collected cash from the main cashier. How much? 2,500 naira. Okay, so that is the float. That is the float. Okay, so on this date, 1/3, that same day, what happened on that day? The petty cashier paid stationery. Now, please look at it very well. So the details will contain the information, what happened, what transaction occurred. That is what we have under the details. Now, how much was the stationery? 200 naira. 200 naira. Now, you will now go to stationery column under the analysis and put that same amount, 200. On the 2nd of March, another transaction occurred. Paid for postage. How much? 120. Put it under the total column. Now go to where you have postage. Okay, put the amount, 120. On 3rd of March, what happened? Paid for petrol. Paid for petrol. Put it under the total column, 55. Go to where you have traveling, because petrol has to do with motor vehicle traveling. So you put it under traveling, 55. 5th of March, Bola. Bola is a name of a person. So that means it's a creditor. So we paid Bola how much? 80 naira. Take it to ledger, under the ledger column, and put 80 naira. 12th of March, stationery, 130. Put it under stationery. 13th of March, paid for envelopes, 40 naira. Take it to stationery and postage. 18th of March, paid for office cleaning. How much? 200. So you can see you put every transaction under the total column, okay, and you take it to the individual column that it pertains to. 200 naira. 22nd, Tolu again. That is another ledger item. How much? 300. You take it to ledger. Next transaction, 26th, office cleaning. Put it under the total column. Put it under office cleaning column. 27th, traveling. Paid for traveling. Put it under the total column. Put it under traveling column. 29th, petrol. How much? 110 naira. Put it under traveling. Now, this is all you have about the transactions. That is the end of all the transactions. So, the next thing is to add up all these entries. Add up everything. So, when you add up everything on the total column, the total, you get what? 1,925. I hope that's what you got there. So, that is the total for the addition for the total column. Now, you now go to individual payment analysis column and add up. So your stationery, that is the figure you have for stationery, cleaning, traveling, and ledger. Okay, so I'm sure if you add 490 to 450 to 554 to 380, you will get 1,925. So you have added. Now, this is the total money spent by the petty cashier, 1,925 naira. That is the total amount of money spent. So the next thing is to do what? Is to go for reimbursement. So he has spent 1,925 naira. So the next thing the petty cashier will do is to go for reimbursement. Okay, so he goes to the petty cashier and collects 1,925 naira. That was at the end of the month. He collects that is the actual money he has spent. So that is what he's going to collect. That is the meaning of reimbursement. Okay, so he collects by cash. So under the details column, you have cash. Now, on the 31st of March, we have to balance our account. If you look at the debit side, 2,500 plus 1,925, what will it give you? It will give you what? 4,425. 4,000. Then if you go to the total column on the credit side, you will see that the amount of money you have in there is just 1,925. So to make the two sides equal, so you find the difference between 4,425 and 1,000. The difference will give you what? 2,500. I hope you understand. What I'm saying is add up 2,500 to 1,925. That is on the debit side. Then on the credit side, the total that you have on the credit side, is what? 1,925. So to make these two sides equal, that is what will give your balance CD. So to make the two sides equal, if you add 2,005 to 1,925, you will get 4,425. Take away 1,925 that you have on the credit side. So you are going to get 2,500. Okay? So add up 2,500 to 1,925. You get 4,025. So the two sides are equal. The two sides are equal now. Do you understand? So what we did here is at the beginning, you receive cash. That is your float. So it will be on the debit side. Okay, then subsequently, each transaction that occur, you put it under the total column and take it to the individual expense that it relates to. So at the end, you total all the expenses under the total column, then total the individual expenses, total everything. Okay, then you go for reimbursements. Okay, then you find the balance between the debit and the credit sides. That will be the end of the petty cash book. I hope you understand. Thank you. So what have we learned today? So we learned the fact that the Impress system is a system that is operated when a business decides to have a separate account for minor expenses, petty expenses. So in this system, you have a cashier known as the petty cashier. So the petty cashier receives a specific amount at the beginning of the period. That specific amount is known as what? Float. So at regular interval, it goes to the petty cashier, the main cashier, to get back the amount he has paid out of the float. And that is known as what? Reimbursement. Okay? So please do not hesitate to ask your questions, forward them to me. I will be willing and happy to answer them all. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Enjoy.